Yo, what's up, guys? It's Gordon7 here, going back at you another episode of this franchise series. It's been a little bit. I was busy with other things and doing a couple of career sims, but we're back. We're entering year number 3 of this franchise series. Through 2 years, we made the playoffs last year, uh, but we didn't go far. I think we got eliminated in the championships. It's been a little bit, so I can't really remember. I'm sure we can probably look back at the last season because that's when we made it last season. Because the first season we did not make it, but last season, yeah, we went 93-70, won the division, and it doesn't say where we finished. Miguel Cabrera retires. That was cool. Um, yeah, I think we lost in the championship series. I know it doesn't say it, but I think that's what happened. Um, So I'm just gonna call it that. So in the offseason with Miguel Cabrera retiring, if you guys watched the last episode, you know that I went and spent in free agency because I'm like, okay, we're tired of losing. Even though we made the playoffs last year, which was great, it's time to fight for a World Series. So I decided to go out there and make some moves. Move number one, going and getting a guy by the name of Shohei Ohtani. We signed him to a major deal. 29 years old, signed him to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $10 million deal. 10-year deal worth of $35 million a year. Big deal. But he is well worth it. If you're looking at his pitching, we all know how good he is. We all know how good he is these past 2 years right here. When he came into the league, he was not. 2018, he was good. Didn't play at all in 2019. Then the shortened year, he was kind of bad, but other than that, even he's really good. And then not only is he a good pitcher, well, he's also a really good batter. Hit 46 homers in 2021, 39 in 2022, and 37 last year with a good average too. With the exception of 2020, but I'm not counting 2020 because that was just a weird year. 60 games, COVID rules, no fans. But other than that, he's been a really good hitter, and the power has always been there. These 2 years had 18 homers, 22 homers for a pitcher. That is amazing, and he's well worth the contract. And I decided to go get him. But yeah, that was my big trade. Uh, not trade, a big sign in the offseason. I also made a few trades that you probably saw. Let's look at the transactions. I'm hoping you guys watched all of the uh last episode. So here's the phrasing signings we made. We got Jordan Hicks to a 5-year deal, young reliever, should be good. We signed Brandon Belt to a 1-year contract because he's going to be a good bench bat. I think the CPU signed him, but you know what? I'll take it. He's older, but he should be a good bench bat. Same with Adam Engel. The CPU did that, but I think these two players would be good off the bench. Then the Shohei Ohtani, the 10-year, $350 million deal. That was my major signing. And then we did some trades too. We acquired uh, Dustin May and Gavin Lux for Eduardo Rodriguez and Jonathan Scope. I could not believe that this deal was even possible. Eduardo Rodriguez is solid, but he's approaching 31. I think he already is 31. And Dustin May is 26. And Dustin May is like an 86 overall, whatever. You probably saw him on pitching rotation. Phenomenal pitcher. I'm like, it has to be done. Has to be done. Get a younger pitcher, already a good pitcher, good enough for your future. And we also got Gavin Lux, who's going to be my second baseman for the future. Yes, I know I got Willie Castro, but he really hasn't formed into that straight second baseman. He's always that utility guy, and that's what we're going to continue to use him as long as we have him. But if he doesn't have that bat, because I think I signed him to like a 2-year club deal, I have to check his contract, but his bat really hasn't gotten going. So if he doesn't get it going, this half of the season, I am going to trade him because he should be, he's still good overall and still should be young enough to where he should acquire some talent. And I may go after just a couple of prospects to help us in the future. Maybe not right away, but like something in the future. And I traded away Jonathan Scope and Rodriguez, so we got much younger and two very talented players. So, I'm allowed to make some moves, and we're third ranked, fourth in pitching, second in contact, third in power, 18 in defense, 20 in speed at the spring training. Here's what we're rocking with for spring training lineup. Put Gavin Lux there at second base. Willie Castro's here in left. So it's actually a 1-year deal. It's actually an arbitration. So if he doesn't do well, these 2 years aren't bad, but I want the average to be up. I want something like this, what he did in 2020. Something like this where he hits for a good average. And I know that was a 60-game season, but I want something like that. Maybe not as high as a 340 average, but something like he's batting 260, 11 homers, 20 doubles, 4 triples, something like that. If I can get that from him, I will re-sign him. If not, I will trade him. But he really isn't. He's a second baseman at his main position. As you can tell, he's a utility guy. But that's why we got Gavin Lux, who could also do the same thing. He had a terrible year last year, but if we can get hit like this player, I would love that. And he's still young enough as well. Same age as Willie Castro. About the same overall. Same potential. He has better potential. So, I think it was worth it, no matter if it does work out in the end. We got some young guys that can take over at second base. We still got, even though I signed those guys, and, I'm not saying the rebuild is over, this is the point where we are in a championship caliber team right now. We got a few years till we're got to do a little retooling because players are going to get older. But right now, we're in a championship caliber team. I'm going to try to win at least 2 World Series before I have to do the restart. But we got some players that are close to coming up, like Jackson Jobe is close. Pedro's close. He may be next year. Who knows? Ty Madden, he's on the come up. Francisco Montoya, he's on the come up. We got some players in the pitching, coming up. There's Jordan Hicks. Yeah, he had a horrible year last year. He looks like the closer for St. Louis, but then look at the year before that. I hope we can get this guy. Even these 2 years are pretty good, but I think he's young enough and good potential to where I giving him a 5-year contract. $4.5 million is not bad. I just hope we can get him from that. Has really good velocity, so I think it was good enough to take a change. So I expect us to be a very, very good team this year. Over 100 wins, I'm expecting. So let's get through spring training and see how players play, and then we'll figure out the roster from there. We're playing very well. We're 24-6, as I suspected. Won the Grapefruit League. Torkelson had a good year. Good spring training. Lux had a decent spring training. I'll take that. Willie Castro struggled. Okay. Baez had a good spring training. Meadows, eh. So, some players did good and some players did bad. Junior, I gave him another chance, I think. Yeah. He did good. We got also Verdugo last year. So, we got a team. Let's see what the CPU puts us at. Oh, that's right. Hang on. When I was doing the career sims, I forgot that this changes for everything. Got auto. Gotta change that. So the CPU doesn't trade away my guys. I think that's it. Did I want down manual? Yeah, I'll cover Major League only so I can keep track of that and they can control the minor league injuries. Alright, that's better. Alright, let's see what the CPU puts our lineups as and we can fix it from there. Alright, so up in the first off, we got Alex Verdugo batting leadoff, Gavin Lux batting second, Devers, Baez, Meadows. Belt is actually our first baseman. That is not going to happen. I'm sorry. Yeah, he has better fielding, but Torkelson is our first baseman of the future. Sorry, that's just the way it's going to be. Got Riley Green, who I still want the bat leadoff. I know Verdugo's there, but Verdugo could bat second because of his power. Lux could bat down here. I just want to see how good he was. Adam Engel's actually going to be our right fielder. No. No. Actually, I want... Bell could be our DH, actually. Because of his power versus righties. He could be our DH versus righties. Yeah. I'll rock with this lineup. Alright. And this could be our bench for the righties. Then for the lefties... I mean, obviously Shohei's going to be our DH. But when he is pitching, this is going to be our lineup. Because he is going to be our ace. Now, obviously, I could put him at the second... And he can be our DH for the future, but we all know that he is going to be our DH. The CPU will automatically play him, don't worry. But for when he's pitching, this is what we're going to do. I want Riley Green to still be out there. Because I want him to get... Because the only way for him to get better versus lefties is for him to play versus lefties. Still want to bet leadoff. I want it virtually kind of the same as... the other time. So we got that. Devers, Baez, Torkelson, Meadows. Meadows could be 5th. Then Torkelson, Bell. Oh, that's right. Then Candy is going to be our DH for the lefties because he's better versus lefties. And we'll roll with that. So that's going to be our lineups. Obviously, Shohei Ohtani is going to be our ace. Then we got Dustin May, Pablo Lopez, Aaron Savali, and Casey Mize. We got Matt Manning in the long reliever spot. Brad Boxberger. Antonio's up. That's right. Our closing pitcher we signed in the first year. He's finally up, making his major league debut. Well, not really major league debut. He did that last year, I think. But actually, no, he didn't, because it would show here. This is his first full season. So let's see how good he does, because I think he's ready. We got Blake, Pedro, Jordan Hicks, Andrew Chafin, and Edwin Diaz. We got a lot of pitchers. We really do. Do I want to send down a pitcher and bring up a bat? We only got 21 double-A guys. Alright, the 3 single-A guys can fix that. Yeah, I went with the limit, but we still have money. We still have money because I was able to open up some money by trading those players and getting these players. Because Dustin May is still on arbitration for 1 more year. And I think Gavin Lux is on arbitration for a couple more years. Yeah, so I don't have to worry about paying them for a little bit, so that's good. I want to bring up a bat. There's that Wallace Durham. We drafted him in the first year's draft in the 2nd round. He's in AAA. What about that other guy? Rafael Cardona, the second baseman we drafted. Where is he? Oh, he's going to be in AAA as well. I'm excited to see what he can do. Because he was supposed to be our second baseman of the future. But his fielding isn't that good. So that's why we got Lux, who is great fielding. That's why he's going to be our second baseman. And then Willie Castro is probably going to be a utility guy. But I'm excited to see what Rafael Cardona can be. I think he's close. So we got a lot of players close. So, interesting things. His secondary position is not anything. I might want to change that. I might want to give him, like, at least shortstop and... What's his speed? His great reaction time. Oh, that's Verdugo. What's his reaction time and speed? Okay. His fielding isn't that great. He's got a great arm. His reaction time isn't that great. His speed is decent. Alright. I will make his secondary position shortstop and third. And then I will, like, put him in the fielding. Like, in the training. I think that's what I'll do, yeah. And that's what we can do with him. Yeah, we'll do that. And then for training, we'll do Cardona into fielding drills to get that defense up. But I think that everybody else is going to be on auto. And we have updated ranks from when we were in the preseason, I guess. We'll call spring training preseason. We are 2nd in rank, 2nd in contact, 7th in power, 2nd in pitching, 7th in defense, 17th in defense, 16th in speed. We have a stellar team. And Gregory Soto is actually in AAA, but he just doesn't have any room on this team. Maybe if somebody struggles, I'll bring him up. He'll be like one of the main guys. But other than that, I really don't think... And Joey Olsen down here as well. I think he should stay down there. And Michael Fulmer. Wow. think I signed him to a 2-year club option. So we got some players that we got a lot of good players that I gotta make some decisions on later. But that's gonna be my job, and that's down the road. But for batting, obviously Francisco's gonna be our catcher for the future, but he's 28. Haas, he's on arbitration for a couple more years, but I'm hoping Dylan Dingler can come up soon because I want him to be my backup catcher. Uh, but other than that, I don't think we need any more bats. I think we're good. Let's start the season. Let's get to the All-Star break. We start out hot. Look at that. We start out hot. See, this is what general managers are supposed to do. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I was just about to praise myself, and then one of the main guys I got in the offseason is now hurt for 2 to 3 months. Okay. We're going to put him on a 60-day, and now we got a little bit of problems. We got to figure out. Matt Mannion's good so far. Otani's solid, like we always knew. Pablo's struggling at first, but it's still early. We're still early. I want to keep Matt Manning in the long reliever spot, so we got to call up a starter. I think we all know who is it going to be. It's going to be Pedro Guerrero. Even though he's been struggling down there, I think it's only fair. We could bring up Landon, but Pedro's 1 year younger. Although this guy's pretty good as well. He's doing solid, but I want him to have success down there. And Pedro is 1 year younger with A potential, and I just want to see how he does because he was going to be the first guy I was going to call up. So let's call him up. He's about to make his major league debut, unless he's already pitched. No, he hasn't. And then I got to call up a starter from Double-A. I think I'll do this guy. He's young with good potential, and we can see how he does. We'll move to Triple-A. And then, with the money I have, I can just go out in free agency, sign a guy for Double-A, like this guy. Okay. We'll sign him to a 1 year deal, just to even out the... I could sign a couple more guys, but I want to, yeah, I could sign a couple more guys to make the Double-A even, but they should be able to roll with that till next year. But so I think that's the guy I literally just signed. He's in double, so we're good. We're good. It's time to see how Pedro does. I'm excited to see what he does. Not gonna put him second. I put Pablo. I'm just gonna put him down in the 5th spot, and yeah, hopefully he can carry the load. Let's get going. Okay, guys, can we stay healthy? But still, I mean, it was still the right decision to do, to go get Dustin May. It just sucks he got injured. Same with Gavin Lux. My 2 main guys went out from the Dodgers. Maybe that's why it's so easy to get. They just get injured. Oh, God, there goes our second baseman. Alright, so now I gotta make another decision. But I still think I did the right choice, even if it didn't work out. God, Devers already has 20 homers. And we're still in May. He has 20 homers, and we're still in May. Well, May 30th. Okay. He must be going for a major season. But, anyway. This is going to be our second baseman. We could put Willie Castro. How is he doing? Not bad. Not bad. Or, do we call up another guy? For our draft pick, that Cardona, Rafael Cardona. Now, like I said, he doesn't have the defense. How's he doing down there? Is he worth a call up? Alright. This really wasn't going according to plan. This really was not going according to plan. God, Brandon Belt off the bench. Love to see that. I love to see that. Don't love to see those numbers, but that's okay. All right. Okay, he's having no home runs, but he's batting good. 7 doubles. He has a good on base. Now, how is his defense? I know his defense is low, but how many errors has he complete? 5 errors. Do we bring up Rafael? Is it too soon? He's up to a 74 overall, 22 years old. We roll with Willie Castro. I mean, they got a second baseman here to take over. I think you know what? Let's get a look at him. We can put him on the 40-man. Let's get a look at him. He's about to make his major league debut. See, I'm taking some chances, I know, but I want to see if it works out. Rafael, I guess he was. And looks like he's better versus lefties too, so that's good. We'll put him although Willie has better versus righties. I mean, lefties. We'll put him on the bench for lefties, I guess. So, alright, let's see how he does. Now, please, no more injuries till the All-Star break. Okay, no more injuries for the rest of the season, though, but alright. Let's get to the All-Star break. Hopefully, no more injuries. Let's go to the draft. I think what we need. I don't know what we need. I think we'll just take the best player available because we're going to be picking very low. 25. I really don't want another starting pitcher. Maybe like a center. Maybe not like an outfielder. You know, someone who we can, grow. Because now these are the picks are going to be for when we need to start rebuilding and they're ready to come up. We don't really need guys right away. So these could be guys that could be in the minors for a little bit. Ricky Tyler. Contact and versus lefties and righties is above average. Power is above average. Vision and discipline are average. Fielding is above average. Arm is about average. Same with acceleration. Reaction time is above average. Speed is above average. Steal is well above average. I think this guy may be good. Let me look at other ones. I think an outfielder is good. Let's see. Mitch Lincoln. Let's look at this player card. Contact versus righties is above average. Is well above average for contact versus lefties. So it looks like he's better versus lefties. It's about average power. Above average vision. Above average discipline. Above average fielding. About an average arm and acceleration. Above average reaction time. Well above average speed and steal. This guy he looks better. This guy looks better than the other guy. Let me take a look at this guy real quick. He's international. Doesn't have good hitting stats. Okay, so this guy's a no-go. This guy's a no-go. This guy can come up soon. I really don't need another second baseman though. His fielding though is well above average. But I really don't need another second baseman. I think we're gonna choose Mitch. I think we're gonna go Mitch. And then I'll let the CPU handle the rest. Alright, how's Mitch? He's a C. I thought he was going to be way better than that. He has good speed, though. But like I said, he's 22. I'm an idiot. I should have gone with someone way younger. God, I'm an idiot. I should have looked at the age. I just saw the stats and I thought it was good. If I want to keep him down for a little bit, I'm like at least a 19-year-old, 18-year-old, someone who can grow. Okay, so this year wasn't that good of a draft for me. This year wasn't good of a draft for me, but for depth, I'm going to sign them all. Who knows, maybe one of them will surprise me, but I doubt it. Alright, so just for depth. Alright, let's get to the All-Star break. Wasn't a good draft for me. I got to be better than that. So these little injuries I can deal with because they're not severe. All right, Dustin May is going to be able to come back soon. He's going to be able to come back soon. We're going to keep on the 16-day IL, 60-day IL, but he's be able to come back by the end of this month, which is good. Oh, Dustin May is back. All right, welcome back, Dustin May. All right, so now I have to send down a pitcher, probably Pedro, depending on how good he did. Let's see. How did Pedro do? He really didn't do that bad. Shohei's solid. Pablo's always solid. Our starting rotation is great. But Pedro really didn't do that bad. 7-3. He allowed a few homers and a few walks in his time. I hate to send him back down. I really do. I really hate to send him back down. Oh boy. And Matt Manning's doing good too. How's our bullpen? Antonio's doing solid. Blake is struggling. Wow, Pedro. Jordan Hicks is back, okay. Blake is struggling. I am going to give him to the trade deadline. If he's still doing poor, I'm going to call up Gregory Soto. But I unfortunately have to send down Pedro again. There's just no room for him. There's just no room for him unless I want to send down a bat. Oh, that sucks because he did so well too. But he still needs a little growth down there, so I unfortunately have to do it. It's not something I want to do. It's just I put myself in a place where we have too many good guys. Although that's a good problem to have, though. It's a good problem to have where you have really good guys everywhere. So good depth. But unfortunately, I gotta send him back down. I mean, he was doing better than he was in AAA. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Landon's doing phenomenal too. He's 26 with B potential. This is great. And he's doing good. This is awesome to see. Have so many great guys, ready to come up in case we have injuries like we have. This, the steady the tide. I love to see it. Joey Olsen starting. He was having a phenomenal season. How's Gregory Soto doing? He's doing fine. Fine. Did I just say that? Fine. Okay. But if Blake doesn't turn it around by the All-Star break, and what I mean is have a below 5. Like, it'll be around 420, something around there. That means he's turning himself around. But if he is still around 5 or bigger, he's going down, coming up for, maybe even Jacob Barnes. I don't know. But like I said, we have a good problem. We have a good problem to have. Let's get to the All-Star break and see how everybody's doing. Alright, we're at the All-Star break. 54-44. We're leading the division by 1.5 games. We had a better start, but those 2 injuries kind of hurt us. But hopefully we can start getting going once Gavin Lux comes back. But let's see how the lineup's doing. Torkelson's our leadoff man now. He's our center fielder. Why? And I guess that's why, but no. No, I mean, I know Candy's doing great, but this is what I want. This is what I want, okay? Guys, please. Okay, Alex Verdugo is having a fantastic season. Love to see it. Devers has 26 homers already. He had 20 homers by June, so it looks like he cooled off in the homers a little bit. But he's an all-star. Still, very good season. Decent season for Javier Baez. Need to get that average up, though. Good season for Austin Meadows. Torkelson, solid. Although, the power is gone for some reason. But we need to get that average up. Belt's doing good in the DH spot. Rafael Cardona. Yeah, he's not ready yet. He's not ready yet. But what are you gonna do? I mean, until Gavin Lux comes back, he has to be in there. And Francisco Mejia, solid from a catcher. Now Jameer Candelario, I wish he could play second base because he would be my second baseman if I could do that. But he can only play first. But I love that coming off the bench. I know he should probably play, but I'd rather have these guys still out there. Adam Engel, need to be better off the bench. I may have to trade him for a bench bat. Eric Haas is good off the bench as well, and a good lefty bat. Good, to love to see it. Castro, yeah, I'll give him this. I'll give him the full year. I'll give him the full year to see if he can get that average up. Because with that speed, it's good coming off the bench as well. And Shohei Ohtani, looks like he hasn't been playing as much. Looks like he's not been playing as much. Um, but I would like to put him at the DH spot. I could. Okay. All right, we're actually gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna put Shohei Ohtani at the DH spot. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. And see how well that works. I mean, he's having a solid season, but not as much homers as I was expecting. But I mean, if he isn't really playing as much, I can understand that. But we'll see how well that works. I think that I'm probably gonna have to get another bench bat from Ed Mingle because he's not really producing as well as I thought he was. So we'll do that at the trade deadline. Other than that, everybody's doing fine. Everybody's doing fantastic. We just gotta get Gavin Lux back. How close is he till he's coming back? All right, so soon, 1 to 2 weeks. So 1 to 2 weeks more, and Cardona's gonna go back down to Double A, and Triple A, and Gavin Lux will come back. Home Run Derby. I'll probably have to see Rafael Devers. There he is. Let's see if we can get the win. I gotta face Carlos Stanton. Jonathan Scopes here. apparently, when anybody goes to LA, they just start hitting bombs. Wow, Judge and Trout are here, and they're facing off against each other on the same team. It's gonna be an interesting. It's gonna be interesting. And Scope beat Tatis. Okay, and I'll be facing him if I win. I gotta face against Stanton, but I'm the lower seed, so I gotta set the stage. That's all we're at the Texans. Not Texans, we're at Texas. Hit the scoreboard. I'm trying to hit the scoreboard. Ah! Straightaway center. Straightaway center. Nope. That wasn't enough. That's gone. Well, that was crushed. I don't know if that's going to have enough. Nope. Not even close. Alright, I'm getting tired. I gotta take a break soon. Alright, try to hit one more and then I'll take a break. Alright, that should be gone. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's go crazy. Oh, I don't know if that's gonna stay fair. That should be fair. No, it's not. I gotta hold back. Hit the foul pole. Damn. Damn it. There we go. I gotta get to at least 17 to have a chance. I shouldn't have swung at that. Or that. Come on, throw me a good one. There we go. Swung too late. Oh, it's still gone, too. Too early. Oh, we got the 17 before the bonus time. All right, let's try to get the 20. I don't think that's gonna be gone. All right, come on, let's get the 20. Damn it! Oh, opposite field. Nope. All right, let's get to 18. There we go. All right, we got to 18. Hopefully Stanton doesn't hit 20, but he probably will. He probably will. Let's go to the next batter. Yep, he hit 19. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate to say the least. Let's see who actually wins it all. Stanton wins it all. Versus his old teammate, Judge. At least we lost to the guy who won it. Oh, I hit restart. Damn it. Why is that even an option? I mean, come on. When you lose, you lose. Like, alright, let's see who wins it this time. Judge. Oh, pretty much the same thing. Only Tatis beat Scope. Pretty much the same thing. This time, Judge got it. Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright. We all know the All-Stars. But let's just see how many All-Stars we have here. I know what Devers is. Alright. Do we have any pitchers? We really don't have any pitchers. At least starting pitchers. I'm surprised. I mean, I guess if May didn't get injured, he put. But I'm surprised I don't say Shohei. We got Edwin Diaz here at least. But that's about it. Alright, so we got Devers. That's it. Only one guy. Kind of disappointed. I thought we were going to have a little bit more. Alright, let's get to the trade deadline. And I think we'll call that an episode. Trade deadline's here. Got a trade offer. They want that starting pitcher in that for Ha-Sung Kim. A shortstop who's 83 overall. Final year of his contract. A B potential. Isn't really doing that well. He is on arbitration. He has great defense, though. Wow. Well, he could be a backup second baseman to Gavin Lux in case he gets injured. You could put him at second base. His bat really isn't there. Should I take this? He's in arbitration for a couple more years. And if I don't like him, I don't have to keep him. He should be pretty cheap. 7 mil. I'm not going to do it. I feel like I'm going to regret that, but I just have... we don't really need another infielder. We don't really need anybody right now. Like, if he was a prospect, I might have accepted that. Like, someone who's, you know, a project who may take a few years to develop. But I don't think I really have a place, and except for the bench. And I don't really want to ruin his development. So we're just gonna not do that. Gavin Lux is back. Alright. So, which means I got to send down Rafael Cardona. He got up to 220 average, but he just isn't ready yet. He wasn't ready yet. Lux was doing somewhat better, but you know, he got injured. Hopefully he can get it going. But we got to send down Cardona, unfortunately. And after that, we're back to full strength. We're back to full strength. Let's get to the All-Star break. We have 41 players. Oh, that's right. Okay. I gotta take someone off. Because since they were injured, they came back on the 40-man. So, let's go look at the 40-man. Uh, yeah, Blake's gone, or at least he has to get sent down. I think. I think we'll take off Jason Foley because I'll never use him. There we go. All right, and let's get. Oh, we're not. We're now losing the division. Come on, guys. All right. It's time to get. Who do I want? Who do I want? Blake's going down. Do I want Jacob Barnes, who's doing fantastic down in AAA, or do I want Gregory Soto? I think Barnes. Actually, he's doing a lot better. We'll call it Barnes, see what he does. Hopefully he can do better than Blake. Come on, I want to see the pitch. Can this thing go up? Thank you. Alright, yeah, we'll see what Jacob Barnes can do. Everybody else is doing fantastic. May's doing fantastic. Shohei is doing fantastic. Everybody's doing fantastic. But yeah, I think the only guy, I think the only guy I really need is, yeah, because Baez is heating up. Green's getting better. Verdugo's still there. I mean, everybody's starting to heat up a little bit. I think on the bench, Adam Engel is getting better. But I think we should probably look into getting a better bench bat. So let's go see who's on the trade block. Bryan Reynolds is once again on here. Is there any way I can get him? Is there any way I can, like, steal him from you? No, there's just no way. Alright. Maybe Christian Yelich? Although he's very expensive, so I gotta keep in mind about that. Jock, no. Want someone with a good average. Maybe CJ Abrams? He's not bad. He's young. He can play second base. Good fielding. He's not opportunity, and he's young. I always said I literally turned out a trade because of another infielder, but this guy's young, and he's probably a good bench bat too, and he's fast, which is nice to have as well, and good defense, so he can come in a pinch. He can play second. His bat is a little better. I'll consider that. Maybe Max Kepler. It's on a 2-year deal. It's pretty cheap. He's having a good season. Maybe it's going to be Max Kepler for Adam Engel, and I can do it straight up. What about CJ? Can I do it straight up for Adam? I would have to give him up more. So, I guess it's going to be Max Kepler, unless I find another guy. Maybe Josh Naylor. He's more of a power bat. He's also having a pretty good season. About similar numbers. Can I get him straight up? I could. And he's 26 versus 31. And he's on arbitration for 1 more year. So we could decide what we want to do with him. So I think we're going to do Josh Naylor. Hopefully he can be good off the bench. And I think that's it. I think that's all we're going to do. Other than that, we really don't need anybody. You know? Yeah, we really don't need anybody. We're going to call it an episode there. It was a little longer, probably. Let's check the time. 44 minutes. Okay, so around where I like to keep the episodes at. We are not first. We're 2 games back to the division. Injuries kind of hurt us. You know, losing Dustin May and Gavin Lux for that period of time. I mean, yeah, Pedro Guerrero did very well, and I kind of was sad I had to send him down. I just didn't have enough room for him yet. I will somehow make room for him. Maybe he'll be like a long reliever or a 6 starter. But, you know, and then, you know, Gavin Lux and, you know, Cardona didn't really do that well. However, we're still 60-48. We're 2 games behind the Guardians. With full strength, as long as we don't get injured again, I have faith in us to make a push for the division again. Or at least a wild card. I would love the division, though, since we won the division last year. I think we have a better team than we did last year. Everybody, like I said, everybody's doing good. The starting rotation, I mean, Pablo Lopez is the worst guy ERA wise, and so is Casey Mize. But other than that, that's not bad. These are not bad. Matt Manning's doing solid. Boxberger, oh, he's cooling off a little bit. That's not good. That's not good. I didn't notice that. He had like a 2 ERA at some point. Other than that, everybody else is doing fantastic. You know, so do I call up somebody else? Do I call up Soto for Boxberger? Is that something I do? And then add Brad back to the lineup for the playoffs? Yeah, maybe that's just something I'll do. Try something new. Maybe that's something I do. And see how Gregory Soto does. But other than that, everybody's doing fantastic. So, really, I don't really need to make many more changes. I made that one trade for a nice bench bat, but I think we have the team to do it this year. We just got to stay healthy and perform. Because, like I said, we're second in rank, second in contact, 6 power, second in pitching. I mean, yeah, the defense and speed could be a little bit better, but with training and getting better and developing, we should be able to get better at that. But I think we're going to be all right. I think we're going to be all right. I think we'll win the division and hopefully make a deep run in the playoffs. But that's going to be next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and don't forget to take a look at my career sims. I did a Riley Green one a few days ago, and I just uploaded. I was going to get it done yesterday, but the editing and all that took a lot longer. It took all night, so I uploaded the first thing this morning. And I'm also going to upload this. So it is going to be a 2-upload day. Maybe a third one if I decide to do another career sim, but probably not. But I did a Riley Green one a few days ago, and yesterday I did a Jace Jung rebuild. Not rebuild, career sim. Love you guys check those out. It is long videos. You know, it's just the fact of the matter is career sims take a while. But don't forget to like, subscribe, check it out, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.